I'm doing it. Almost there. Yes! I made it! I'm at Google I.O. Finally. They wouldn't give me a ticket, you know, so I had to find a way in. I'm gonna find Larry, find Serge. Hopefully have coffee with them. Hopefully it won't cost me $500,000, just saying. Hey guys, welcome to a special edition Android Weekly. And we're coming from you from, you know, live from Google I.O., Google headquarters. Don't mind those people back there, they're weird. Alright, so let's start out with some of the news. Start a little bit of a sad note, starting off with all seriousness. Unfortunately, Foxconn, you know, the other OS company out there, unfortunately suicides have continued, and they have reinstated silent mode, where basically employees are forbidden to speak with anyone outside of work, outside of the about what goes on the factory floor. So it kind of sucks. But you know, it's just one of the sour notes, not too bad or anything like that. Let's focus on some more of the positives. So there were some big announcements from Nokia this week. I mean, you know, all about the Windows stuff, and we got this revolutionary stuff coming out. Maybe next year, because this year wasn't that big. But yeah, so we got two new phones out from Nokia. We got the 928, which is an exclusive Verizon phone. And it will have, basically they changed it to have a Samsung screen, OLED. It has optical image stabilization. It has a better flash. And it's going to be for $100. That's about it. Ta-da! So that's going to be that one. And then they announced the 925 catwalk and, you know, purr and all that stuff. But basically the 925 is going to be a lighter, thinner version of the 920, and it's going to have also LED screen from Samsung. It still will have a 4.5-inch 720p screen, but the main difference is that it has another lens to make it more clear, and it has something called Nokia Camera built in, which is kind of like a couple of features like we've seen on the HTC One and the S4. And then we also have, of course, on there, besides that, a better low light, basically just a better low light sensor for, it has a higher ISO to let in for better low light shots. So that was Nokia. And what other stuff? Well, let's see what's been going on in the Android realm lately. So unfortunately, Google I.O. right now, we're not expected to hear, you know, a new huge Android OS difference, but is Android 5.0 when it comes out going to be Android on laptops? Well, some rumors seem to confirm that companies like Samsung are already working on this, and that we will have an Android OS made for laptops with Android 5.0. That's kind of cool. I would love to see that. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, you know, Android on a computer, that's the next evolution, right? I think it would be good. I think it would really be a cool idea. Chromebooks, I would say, haven't reached where they need to be. Who knows? Maybe at this event we're going to hear more about those. But I think Android on a tablet would be the next best thing, to be honest. Have a version of Android optimized for keyboard and mouse, and there you go. You have an OS that's very supported and then just has laptop support. So I'm all in favor of them starting to work on that. It's just a great thing. Now, other news from Android on the NVIDIA side. The NVIDIA Shield will be coming out. It is basically an Android gaming console that's handheld. It's a controller with a built-in 5-inch 720p screen. And it comes with the Tegra 4, so it's going to be really cool. It comes in at $349 in June, and it has a lot of nice features. 16 gigs built-in storage. You have a micro SD card slot, so you can add on storage. Although, since you can't add apps onto it, I'm really curious to see how this will turn out. It has a full HDMI out, which is really cool. And if you have, I believe, a NVIDIA graphics card and Steam on your computer at home, you can basically play those games on the same Wi-Fi network on your NVIDIA Shield. So that's pretty cool too. Really kind of interested to see how that plays out, and I definitely want to see it. Pre-orders will start on May 20th, so stay tuned guys. I will definitely be getting one and review it, as we like to see all the gaming stuff on here. And what I mark as the end of BlackBerry has finally happened. I have always said when BlackBerry does this, they are finished. And they announced it today. BlackBerry Messenger will be coming to iOS and Android. The reason why that's finished is because that's been the main reason why people don't leave BlackBerry. BlackBerry Messenger has kept people on BlackBerry for a very long time, but since most of their friends have already left it, and now you're going to make it not only on BlackBerries, well, they don't have a reason to keep a BlackBerry anymore, because now they can just keep BlackBerry Messenger on their Android or iOS device. And so, marks the end of BlackBerry. It's a good run. Don't worry, it'll probably be bought out by like Samsung or some company that really wants to do business patents. Speaking of Samsung, they have their own couple of news in this week. And let's start with the first one, which kind of suspected this was going to happen. We see an Arctic blue spotted Samsung Galaxy S4 in the news now under Sam Mobile. It's pretty cool. It's just basically a blue version. It's more of a, it's not as a dark blue as the blue was for the S3. It's a bit lighter, I would say, but pretty good color. And when will this come out? We don't know, but it was just spotted in like a leaked photo, so we'll see about it. Samsung is also thinking about the future. So they have gotten 5G technology started. It could hit the market by 2020, and we have 1 gigabyte speed download. So that's very damn impressive, of course. And I mean, this is, you know, the kind of speed we're seeing from Google Fiber right now on a wired connection. So if we get that on a wireless connection, I mean, you're really going to have what they have in some countries such as like Japan, where basically you don't really have Blu-rays anymore or DVDs anymore. You just click a button and it downloads automatically. That's it. You can literally get about a movie a second with that kind of speed. So I'm all for that. And it's coming. It's, you know, estimated to hit in 2020, which I'm okay with. I'm really happy about that and would be very delighted to see that. Speaking of Samsung, they have upped their release date for the Verizon Galaxy S4, May 23rd, which I'm just waiting for mine for the 32 gig. Please announce it. I want the 32 gig. I need more apps. You know, just saying. But yeah, the 32 gig version has still not been announced for Verizon. It has been already announced for AT&T. Still waiting on the other carriers, but May 23rd, the S4 will be launched instead of May 30th, so they upped it to a week sooner. I would get it because the pre-order is really good because it allows you to, instead of having a mail-in $50 rebate, you get an instant $50 rebate. So that's a lot better. Rebates are annoying, so it's really nice to just have it instantly. You don't have to mail in anything. You just automatically get it and pay it for $199 instead of $249. And the last news of the day, the Samsung S4 Mini. What is it going to have? Well, it looks actually not like another S3 Mini, which, you know, we were all disappointed with last year, but the S4 Mini looks to be really comparable to the Galaxy S3. You have a 1.6 dual-core processor. It is the Exynos, and it's a 4.3-inch Q HD, so it's not quite the same kind of screen quality. You know, it's over 250 ppi, but still not as good. You do have 2 gigs of RAM though, which of course is nice. 32 gig built-in storage. Now this is going to be interesting if it's actually 32 gig built-in storage instead of the 16 that we have on the S4. The S4 Mini is going to have more storage. What the? But yeah, and 8 megapixel camera on a Mini. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'm all for this. And the really curious thing is though, if this S4 Mini does come out, what's going to happen to the S3? Is the S3 going to become free? Is the S4 Mini going to be free? I mean, if Samsung has the S4 at $199, what's going to be the $99 phone? What's going to be the zero price phone or $49 phone? What all these questions that's going to come up, and we just don't know the answers to. Alright guys, well that was Android Weekly. Hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for news from Google I.O. that we're going to have later this week, and give you all the feedback on what really happened, what really went down. I got to find Larry Page and search it. Later guys.